My name's Rahab Kinyanjui, a senior researcher at National Museums of Kenya. My area of research is palynology, paleoecology, and paleobotany, working using plants fossil remains to reconstruct the past and paleoenvironments, and by extension to reconstruct the paleoclimates. I also work with Max Planck Institute of Geoanthropology at the Department of Archaeology within a group of paleobotany. My research focus it really spans from 20 million years ago in the Miocene coming to the present, generally looking at how the environments have changed through time and what have caused this. The main question is to find out what is the main driver of the changes in the vegetation and the environment. And my area of research, the region is mainly East Africa, with more focus on the Rift Valley Basin. And that my research mainly, I collaborate a lot with people who are working with human evolution and mammal evolution biologists to see and to be able to answer the questions of the interplay of the ecosystem and ecological interrelationships and what drives the evolution history of the species within the East African region.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Since you're an instructor at the workshop, what motivated you to implement a workshop, to do a workshop, like from your point of view?
Yeah, mainly I think for me the first key thing is to see the generation that to have that connection and continuity from learning from the generation ahead of us and those who are behind us holding hands to be able to learn techniques of how eventually we can communicate the science we do to the public and to the world out there. And for this, the workshop, the main reason why this workshop was initiated is to really make this happen, especially in Africa, where most of the students are not able to get, they are not privileged to get infrastructures about writing, about some key things that regards to publications. So this workshop has been an eye-opening and a huge milestone for the upcoming researchers within the field of mapping ancient Africa in totality to communicate their science using one forum and being mentored by seniors who are ahead of me and others who are in my level, and also learning from them and the new technologies that are coming up and integrating all this together to see a successful publication coming out in months this year.
Okay, perfect. So from your point of view, what would be the most valuable lesson or skill that the early career scientists can take away from these kind of workshops?
It is looking at things not in a big way, but in a bit, like taking a bit at a time, a section at a time, and not taking the whole plate because that one looks undoable. But when you do step by step, things becomes more achievable and more realistic.
So for the future aspirations of these early career scientists, do you think these kind of workshops can really help them with their future careers?
Yes, I think it's gonna help a lot, and because the learning system and what I've learned through this workshop is not just from us to them, to the early career researchers. It's both ways. So there are new things that they are becoming like compulsory for them to utilize and to use the tools through their writing. For instance, when I was writing my thesis, we didn't have AI, artificial intelligence, but now this is a tool that is available today, and how to use these tools to make your maps, to make your data and all that. So it is a synergy where the learning system is both ways from the senior researchers and the early career researchers, which makes the dynamic of the research and particular our work, this particular work, quite interesting and achievable.
Okay, then my last question to you would be, what is your take-home message? Like, what is your top tip to other early career scientists or even to scientists at your own level? Like, from a scientific writing point of view, what is your take-home message?
The use of the resources, the tools and the resources that we have online, how best we can make use of them to make our work easier and to save a lot of time and energy, and also at the same time to be able to communicate our uniqueness in our research to the world, to our audience and to the readers, not just the scientist community, but also the public.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for this wonderful interview.
Thank you so much, Steph. We really appreciate.